Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Thirsty Thursday Toys. Happy 67th birthday to Godzilla. If you're already subscribed, which thank you very much, you know I do a custom cocktail and a toy review every Thursday. Now today's drink is not a custom, it's one you can probably find at every bar, and it's called the birthday cake or chocolate cake shot. I also realize it's not Thursday. Today is November 2nd here in the States. Godzilla's birthday is actually November 3rd, and as of the minute this video posted, if I've done my time zone math correctly, it's now November 3rd in Japan, so let's make that drink. There are a few variations out there, each bar may have their own special way of doing it, but you'll at least need hazelnut liqueur, vodka, sugar, and a lemon, or at least some lemon juice. I'm going to start with a little plate here. You can see I put some sugar on it. On the other side of the plate, I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice. I'm going to use the lemon juice to wet the rim of this glass. Then I'm going to dip that in the sugar to coat the rim. Some people like to use simple syrup to coat the rim, but I like to get this extra lemony. I've got some sugar on the rim there. I'm going to use a little bit more lemon juice in here, just enough to chase with. You could also chase with a lemon slice. I know a lot of bars do that. But I'm fresh out of lemons, and this will do just fine. In your rimmed shot glass, we're going to fill it up halfway with vodka of your choice. Then fill up the other half with a hazelnut liqueur. Now if you look up recipes for this online, a lot of them will tell you to use the very same expensive hazelnut liqueur. The cheap stuff will do just fine. You don't have to shell out big bucks to get the same flavor. Speaking of flavor, for anything less than the most expensive, you might as well go with the cheapest option. This is like a mid-price range, and it tastes as good as the cheapest stuff I've ever had. Fill the other half there. So, lick the sugar off the rim, take the shot, chase it with lemon. Happy birthday, Godzilla. Cheers. I wanted to take a look at these guys today because this figure right here is the very first Japanese Godzilla figure I ever owned. When I was a kid, we hosted a Japanese exchange student, and we've kept in contact with her ever since. I actually visited her family a few years back, and one year for my birthday, she sent this over from Japan. It came in a box roughly this size, and it came with a little bag of candies that were flavored like ramune. I think they taste a little more like the Mitsuya cider. Either way, delicious, except don't eat these are like 20 years old. I no longer have the packaging for this guy, but you can check it out on Club Tokyo. Fantastic resource. I love them. Check out clubtokyo.org. See more info on the rest of the figures from this line. This set came out in 1998 in conjunction with the American Godzilla film, and the American Godzilla is one of the figures in the set, but this was the first one to feature the 1954 figure. This is a solid plastic, and it came in pieces. So you have the main body, which can stand on its own, which is nice. The tail, both arms, the head, and 3 spine pieces. So you have this middle spine piece with these 2 pegs that plug right into the back, and there are 2 pegs on either side where the rest of the spines can just plug right in. That plugs right into the back. Tail pops right in here. It's got a nice big plug. Arms, and then the head. Now the arms have some articulation just based on how they attach to the body, but that's about it. You can kind of move the head, but it'll pop off if you move it too far. The only paint on this guy is the white eyes. There we go. Otherwise, great detail. I don't know if I'd love this guy as much if I hadn't have gotten it when I was a little kid, but I love it. I do. This guy has been re-released a couple of times over the years. One of those releases was in a big box set, a Godzilla history set. That set featured all previously released molds, but with updated paint jobs. This guy has the same painted eyes, but individually painted teeth, claws, toes, and some gray on the spines in the back. He's also cast in a slightly different shade of gray. Another release was in the Hyper Plus One set back in 2002. That set was also re-releases, but the Plus One was a little vehicle or accessory, and this guy came with the Oxygen Destroyer. So this guy has fully painted spines and teeth, but the teeth are kind of wonky on this one. Instead of being individually painted, they just painted the whole front section, so it looks like he has just these giant teeth up there. Unlike the rest, this one is cast in a more flexible rubber. This one is also brown in color. Here's all 3. I do still have the box for this one. You can see some of the other figures in the set. Tells you about the Oxygen Destroyer. And with these figures, they do tell you exactly which figure is inside the box, so no guessing games. Speaking of inside the box, there are instructions printed on the inside. Pretty neat. Here is the oxygen destroyer. Very small, but pretty sweet. Like you saw in the instructions, it comes in pieces and you just need to pop it all together. Love it. Since they are the exact same mold, all those pieces can be popped off and rearranged. We can take this guy's head, put it on this guy's body. I like to swap the spines around. So you can put those spines on this guy, you can put his spines on this guy, just to mix it up a bit. So happy birthday, Godzilla, and as always, thank you for subscribing. Good luck on your hunt, and please drink responsibly.